Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Talkn Tennis, the only tennis podcast you need to get your tennis fix as we sift through the wreckage to see who of the men's seeds are left in Rome and predict who will be left standing at the end of the week. Plus, we have a special edition of Battle of the Spuds tonight, so stay tuned for that one. I'm here, as always, with my two partners in crime. Firstly, the man to my virtual left, who had that many Canadian clubs last week, he inadvertently deleted last week's pod record, which we thought was lost forever. It's Chrissy P. How are you, Chris?
Good evening, Adam. Yeah, last week was got a bit out of hand for me, and I almost ruined a spectacular episode we made because I accidentally closed the browser. But after some lengthy discussions with our IT department, I was able to salvage the episode and hit on YouTube, despite the poor quality on my end.
We thank you for that, yes, and apologies to all our legions of fans at home who had to wait an extra 3 or 4 days for the podcast to come up. You can send all your hate mail directed at Chris, talkntennis@gmail.com. Of course, any correspondence, any hate mail, I'll just forward it to Chris. I'm joined as well by my second partner in crime, the man to my virtual right, who has threatened to boycott the recording of this podcast in solidarity with the players throughout the French Open, unless it's more of the advertising revenue cut. It's Varjos. How are you, Adrian?
I'm semi-glad to be here, boys. Not fully glad, just semi. We're in solidarity with the players, and they have a point. What do you guys think? Did they have a point? I saw Novak was keen. He's probably keen because he just got fucking booted out nice and early. And probably knows he's going nowhere anyway. But yeah, interesting nonetheless. It'd be keen. I can't see it happening. I don't think anyone's got the stones, to be honest. But if the big players do, that'll be a sight to see.
It would be it'd be unprecedented. I don't think a boycott's happened in tennis in a very long time. So they want more of the pie, as far as I understand, Adrian. I think they're getting about 15% of the prize money, or the revenue, as prize money. So they want a little bit more in line with other Grand Slams and Masters. So hopefully they get some of that pie.
Well, considering how much they get paid, you got to think about how much revenue are they actually getting in the first place. If they're only getting, so they're getting less than 15, is that right?
I think it's 15% of the total prize money.
That's what they're getting at the moment.
Roland Garros. Yeah. I don't know what the other Grand Slams are, but I've seen references to other Masters events where it's around that 22, 23%, which is, I think, what they're trying to get to. And I can only assume that's where the other Grand Slams as well, around that 20, 25% of the total revenue brought in by the tournament. So I think that's what they're trying to get to.
Yeah. And that makes sense. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of expenses, and I wonder if the maintenance for the courts would be a bit more than, say, a hard court, something to factor in.
Well, mate, if you look at the Rome courts, it doesn't look like there's been any maintenance done. Some of the courts look like the back courts here at Daytona on a late Thursday night.
Just ask Zverev.
Just ask Zverev. He wasn't happy with those courts, Chris.
No, he always seems to have an excuse these days when the results don't go his way, and he probably wonders why. He doesn't have a lot of fans these days. It's always got an excuse, that man.
We don't like it when players make excuses as soon as they lose. Just take the loss and move on. Lads, we'll jump into Rome. It's been a big week and a bit. We'll start on the men's sides. I did a count. We lost 11 seeds by the round of 64 on the men's side. Biggest upset of that was Novak Djokovic losing to qualifier Adrian's man, Dino Prismic, 2-6, 6-2, 6-4. It was Novak's first clay match back after 2 months out with a shoulder injury, and Novak confirmed afterwards that he'll be skipping the Geneva tournament and heading straight to Paris with 0 clay wins to his name in 2026. We lost a few more players after that, Adrian, or around the same time. Your man, in a shock to nobody, Alex de Minaur, lost to wildcard Matteo Analde, 4-6, 7-6, 6-4. Adrian de Minaur was so frustrated with his loss, he smashed his racket into the clay, an uncharacteristic moment from a player who's clearly struggling at the moment, as you wisely predicted a couple of weeks ago. Some of the other players to lose as well early. Auger-Aliassime, just no good on clay, out early to Argentine, Mariano Navoni. And then we lost Mensik, Fonseca, Shelton, all early in the tournament. Arthur Fils, unfortunately, retired down 4-zip in his round 1 match against Andrea Pellegrino. Chris, lots of upsets. Were you, if I go back to last week, from memory, you said Novak was going to win this tournament. So I can only assume you were shocked that he was out first round. Less than ideal for Novak. Can we write Novak off for the French Open? Is he just not a threat? We can say.
Well, it's hard to have any faith for him, considering he was beaten. It was straight sets, or was it in 3 against Prismic? But anyway, look, either way. I mean, I didn't say he'd win. I said he'd make the semis.
Oh,
but
my apologies.
I mean, going into the French Open with 1 game under your belt and being beaten by a young whippersnapper, geez, it's hard to have much faith. So, yeah, it'd be a miracle if he can get to the second week.
It was 3 sets. He went up. He took the first and then lost 6-2, 6-4 in the second and third.
Yeah, well, I think it's fair to say I'll be trading him in my ATP fantasy because he's not worth the coin. And yeah, I know he's the champ, he's the GOAT, but with that much limited preparation, it just makes you think how much of an impact he going to have at Roland Garros. So yeah, I can't see him getting past the first week.
Adrian, were there any names that jumped out of you there in terms of early exits that you were surprised with? Or I think we were all a little bit surprised on Novak. We thought that, yeah, he wasn't going to get bundled out first round, but there any other names you were surprised with?
Fonseca, I guess. Fils as well with the injury was one for me personally. As you all know, I'm a big fan of Arthur. But Mensik as well, I thought was a surprising one for me, bowing out that early. So yeah, it was.
So far.
Yeah. So a few there.
FC Popperin.
Yeah.
Name we haven't heard.
The resurgence.
The resurgence.
Yeah. Resurgence. Absolutely no surprise with Alex de Minaur, and I've just proven every one of those snowflakes on Reddit wrong. Come at me
again.
Come at me again, and I'll continue to show you why I am right. Yeah, and good. Smashed his racket. Good. Use your anger. Yeah, what a spud. What a spud.
You've written him off. You've written him off for 2026, haven't you?
Yeah. Yeah, stand by it. Oh, he might come good towards the end, but I'm not thinking that far ahead and just have some more vino.
At a time. It's one tournament at a time here on the Talkn Tennis Podcast. I think the drinker of the week looks like it's going to be Adrian, going by that image. Chris, we'll take a look at the quarterfinals on the men's side. As I said, we've lost a lot of seeds. There's a lot of random names on here. First quarterfinal, Jannik Sinner versus Andrei Rublev. Sinner's been in complete control all week, while Rublev had a rocky path through the round of 16, picking up a code violation for verbal abuse during a critical moment against Balashvili before eventually coming through in 3 sets. Sinner's obviously the heavy favourite in that one. The next quarterfinal, we've got Martin Landaluce, who was a lucky loser.
Sorry, if I can jump in there.
Oh, sure, anytime.
Before you carry on there, did you boys see an interview with Rublev? He was interviewed, I think it was on American TV, about his upcoming match with Sinner. Did any of you boys catch it?
I saw it
on your.
I think about the boy. Was it about that or?
I think so. Boy, yeah. It was very honest with his thoughts on facing Sinner, as you'd imagine.
What were his thoughts?
Well, his thoughts were, the interviewer asked him, well, how do you feel? And he said pretty much, I'd rather play anyone else than Jannik. They're like, oh, but, aren't you welcoming the challenge? And yeah, he's pretty much like, not so much. Yeah, he's, you got to respect it.
How is anyone going to beat him? How is anyone going to beat him with that mentality?
That's what we spoke about last week. I don't know, he's just got such a mental edge over everyone. It's like the match is done before it even begins.
Yeah, I think he's just that formidable on tour. Everyone knows it. he's instilling fear. Like, he is just draining everyone's hopes that they might have, that they can potentially win, that they're already accepting defeat before they're stepping out on court. That is just tells you. I know you don't like it, but that just goes to show the aura of Sinner. This is like fucking 2008 Federer just wiping the circuit clean just of his dominance. This is the same. We're seeing it repeat itself.
It's hard to dislike Sinner as well. He's a likable person, likable player. He's the gentleman. It's hard to dislike him, which can maybe fuel some of your internal, I don't know, combustion to want to beat him. But he's so likable. I think they like him too much, if you ask me. I think you got to bring him an edge. I think you got to bring him a bit of see you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
You can't go in with this, like, come on, mate. You just fire up. You got to take it.
He is likable, but he doesn't show a lot of emotion, obviously. But even off court, like, what's all the hype about him for, honestly? Like, aside from his tennis, big whoop. Who cares? Like, I want to see a bit more gusto. I want to see a bit more. Like, tell me if you out of the top 20 players, I think I'd rather hang out with 15 out of the 20 rather than Sinner. What are you going to get out of him? You want to have a frothy with Sinner? Nah. I'd rather have a frothy with
popularity contest.
Yeah, it's
no, I'm just saying. No, I'm not talking about tennis now. I'm just talking about him as a person. Like, why are people just so on him about his like off court business? You know,
such as what?
Like you're saying, he's so likable. He's so likable. Like, what's there to like?
It's more
he doesn't
so on the court,
show much.
The way he conducts himself. I think it's not so much what he does off the court, just how he presents himself on the court. It's tough to go against him for anything because he doesn't do anything that makes you dislike him, and especially as like the crowd on his side, and that's just another edge like he has. Like, it's so similar to Federer, and he's been compared to Federer in this essence of just the likeness on so many levels. He's got the respect of his peers, and he's likable across people all over the world. So it's just hard to fault him.
No, I'm just saying I'd prefer a player to a bit more personality. I like that.
So you like
I like seeing that
more than
yeah.
I swear there was a time, Adrian, where Alcaraz was making you sick, and you're getting sick of this celebration. Alcaraz doing these ones to the crowd.
When was this?
Tell ya, we spoke about it, and we were in strong alliance on this course. Now,
strong alliance.
We didn't like it. We're just getting sick of Alcaraz. Just the crowd. Just
episode 14, minute 33, if I can recall exactly. Yes,
I don't know if it was that or
looking to the crowd or every opportunity to get the crowd behind him to help fire him up. And it's like, we're not even in Spain. What are you looking to the crowd for?
I think it was Chris is probably mistaking himself of match 2 on court 1573 at the Aussie Open after we've finished off a bottle and a half of Canadian Club. In which case, whatever it said at that time doesn't count.
Is that when it was discussed?
Maybe.
More than once.
See, that could be, there's a lot of players that could do things I'm just talking on court. I'm not even talking off court. That could be dislikable. Medvedev's behavior and his carry-onness could be very, as an opponent, you might not like the way he carries on. Bublik's a bit of a clown. Kyrgios is the king of clowns. There'd be a lot of players who don't like those sort of players.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's others. Somewhat, Shelton is a bit arrogant. I'm just speculating. I don't know that for sure. I know Chris thinks he's arrogant, but you get my drift.
Yeah.
Do I want to hang out with Sinner? Probably not.
Yeah, I'm just saying if you wanted to hang out with one of the players, regardless of how skilled they are, you probably wouldn't hang out with Jannik. You'd rather hang out with Medvedev. That'd be a lark.
Well,
100%.
If it's for larks, then yes.
100%.
I'll tell you what. We'll put a poll up. So if you're a Spotify listener and you're listening to the podcast, if you just scroll down the episode, we put a poll up every week after every episode. I come up with the polls. Tonight's poll will be, who do you want to hang out with out of the top 10? I'm going to put a list of names that we just discussed. There's someone on that list you want to hang out with that I didn't put on there? Just put in the comments. Let me know.
Maybe I might hang out with
Adrian.
Felix Auger-Aliassime.
Who? That's highly unlikely. Age out of the top 10 or 12 players in the world, are you hanging out with Medvedev the most? Is that your hangout?
Medvedev would be a strong shout. I reckon Bublik would be.
I was going to say Bublik for you.
Bublik would be good value. I think probably Bublik.
What about you, Chris? Who are you voting for in this poll?
I could tell you who I wouldn't be voting for. I wouldn't be voting for Taylor Fritz because we'd be playing games until 4 a.m. in someone's basement.
So does that mean you want to hang out with him?
No, definitely not. That's not my kind of party. But who I'd want to hang out with, who's currently retired, is Marat Safin. Him in his peak, that man, as the kids would say, he had mad riz, and even to this day, I would go out with him, and I reckon we'd have a fucking great time.
Save the vintage names for later on, Chris.
That's right.
Spuds, please. Jesus Christ. We can do the all-time. I still want a top 12 from you, Chris, from today, but we can do the all-time players as well. Maybe we can have that as a separate discussion. All-time, pick your 3 players you want to hang out with. I'll let you ponder that one for next week.
All right, done.
All right, done. All right, I was going through the quarterfinal matches before Adrian rudely interrupted, so I will continue. Martin Landaluce, the lucky loser, takes on Daniel Medvedev in the next quarterfinal match. Rafael Jodar, who Chris said was all hype and wouldn't go anywhere this tournament, he is in the quarterfinals again, taking on Luciano Darderi, the local boy who's in my fantasy team and doing really well. And then the last quarterfinal match, Casper Ruud takes on Karen Khachanov. Big resurgence from him as well, and Darderi, who have both had lean clay seasons. Chris, just your general thoughts on the quarterfinal matchups. What are you looking forward to? And then your predictions for the final out of that 8. Particularly that other side, the non-Sinner side, because it's kind of open there.
So we have Ruud versus Khachanov. We have Jodar versus Darderi.
Correct.
And yeah, Landaluce has sort of come from nowhere.
He has, but he's had a good year.
He has. And, geez, I'm wondering if Darderi can continue his form. It'd be a big ask if he can get over Jodar. Khachanov, Ruud, geez. It can...
Darderi, obviously, with that, I was just going to say, Darderi, that big win against Zverev as well, saved 2 match points, I think it was, 4 match points in the second set tiebreaker, taking it 12-10 before them bageling Zverev in that third set, 6-love. So massive win. Save 4 match points against the number 3 player in the world is a monster effort. So hopefully there's still a bit of gas in the tank and he can back it up against the young Spanish sensation.
I think we'll see a Sinner-Ruud final. That's my call.
Fair enough. Darderi, Jodar, you going to give me a pick for that one?
I'll give you Jodar.
Jodar. Okay.
Yep. I don't know. We said he'd be going out early this tournament, but I think he's just using all the fuel he's got in his tank and he just doesn't know how to conserve himself. Imagine if he can just keep winning, go to Geneva or wherever he's playing next week, probably make a deep run there and then go a deep run again.
Unfortunately, not playing this week.
Well, a smart move.
Saving himself for the French Open. He could have a big French Open.
He could. Well, he could. I just mean, how much tennis, how many games can you play and win just consecutively in such a short, condensed period of time? But when you're 19, your body doesn't know how to get injured. You just play and play, and then eventually it catches up with you. So when you're that young, you just go hell for leather, and you pay the price later.
Any other surprise packets for you, Chris, or just your general thoughts on the tournament so far? Is there anything you liked, not liked? Particularly with the guys who are left in the tournament. It's good to see Rublev do well. He's had a shit year so far. It's cost me badly in my team, but a couple of the Russian guys there coming through.
I think over the past 2 weeks in recent tournaments, what has stood out to me is the next-gen players really making a name for themselves and starting to assert themselves on the tour. Obviously, the Lernatian has been around the longest, but players like Blocks, Jodar, is more popular than ever now. Prismic getting that win over Djokovic as well. And there was one more. We met Landaluce as well, who had a good run at Miami and now playing good tennis here in Rome. So it's good to see these young kids and getting wins on the board, beating seeds, and making a presence felt on the thousands level. All young kids, 19, 20, just the youth. This is the next gen, the true next gen. So it's good to see them living up to their reputation.
You're already skipping past Mensik and Fonseca. You're just going to the next gen, the next gen.
Well, they're winning, and that's whoever's winning, that's whoever's relevant. That's the way it goes. I don't make the rules.
Very true. Jodar's won Marrakesh earlier in the year, made the semi-final at Barcelona in a 500 event, losing to Fils, where he took a set, and then the quarterfinals in Madrid, where he lost to Sinner, and obviously another quarterfinal appearance. So he is on a tear at the moment. Adrian, your predictions, your thoughts in general with the 8 men left?
I'm really liking Ruud's game. I think my prediction is similar, the same as Chris's. I'm predicting a Ruud Sinner final with Sinner to win, but boy, I'd love Ruud to clinch this. He was so impressive against Lorenzo Mazzetti.
Yes, good shout.
I think did he get broken early? Ruud? I can't remember. I feel like something he wasn't going right, and then he just switched on and then just bang, just turned it up. And that second set was just absolute destruction. Oh, it was great to see. Prismic had a great run. Just came to an end there against the big boys. Khachanov, bit of a class above there. Was just able to hold it. But like you said, he's a bit of a resurgence there. He's coming good after a bit of a lull for a while by Karen. Yeah, I think Darderi may have played his match. I think he had his final against Zverev. That's my call. I can't. Yeah, to come back from those, say, 4-match points, even though he obliterated him in the third set, I think, and plus the way Jodar is playing at the moment, I would be surprised if Darderi is able to back up such a enduring match against Zverev. So, I think Ruud Sinner in the final, but it's been some great tennis. Just on a side note, did you guys see the Taranti and Medvedev in the hallway, the footage?
Oh, I thought of you, brother. When I was watching that, I was thinking of you. Casper Ruud, circa Ruud versus Nadal at Roland Garros. Same vibe, same energy.
It was the same, but
it was the Rafa.
Taranti. The difference was Medvedev was standing behind him, just absolutely, just
towering over him.
Just staying there, like straight face, did not move. Taranti's doing his jumping and stretching and this and that.
Yeah.
But I fucking adored the first comment underneath was the gif of the WWE. You've got the wrestler, I can't remember his name, and he's there with a big smile on his face. There's just Undertaker behind him, and he does the look behind. It's exactly what it was.
The AJ
That's
style.
it. Yeah, that's exactly what it was like. Just Medvedev unshaken. Yeah, and obviously didn't because he won in straight sets. But
Adrian,
that's some tantalizing.
Adrian, I will ask you. We just spoke about Sinner's mental edge over seemingly everybody on the tour. If I look at this list of players, I think there's one man who's got the I don't give a fuck attitude and mentality, and potentially has that I'm not a loser mentality. Could Daniel Medvedev beat Sinner just because he's going to go into the match thinking, maybe not thinking, he's not going to think I'm definitely going to lose 100% and has that respect that Rublev and Zverev and seemingly every other player on tour has. In other words, I just think Medvedev's less of a gigantic pussy than half the males on the tour. Do you catch my drift of what I'm getting at?
I get it. And I fucking respect Medvedev for that. He doesn't bow down to anybody. No. And he's always up for a fight, especially against Stefanos.
He's a scrapper. He's a scrapper. He's a brawler.
He loves it. He loves the scrap. And I think he'll go in just...
brawler.
Yeah, he'll go in with that attitude because he's not a fan of clay. We're all aware of that.
I know. The fact he's here is a miracle.
That's right. So he's going to go in with no fucks given. he's just going to give it everything. Yeah, he would be the one to maybe pinch a Masters, shall we say.
Pinch a Masters. He is. I was going to say something. I won't. I'll spoil the battle of the Spuds later. But he's won things, Medvedev, before. He's a winner.
Yes, he has. He's a winner. Proven winner.
He is a winner. He's a proven winner. So that's a big jug.
A fucking obnoxious water bottle.
Got to stay hydrated, boys.
Bodybuilder at Gold's Gym. What the hell's wrong with you?
My gym's got cup holders.
All right, very good. You're going to need a big cup holder to hold that fucking bottle. Very good. Chris, we'll move on to the women's side. Less upsets on the women's side of the draw, with the exception being top seed Aryna Sabalenka losing to one of your favourites, Sorana Cirstea, 2-6, 6-3, 7-5. Aryna was leading 6-2 to love before completely collapsing. Cirstea's in her final season, and it was her first ever win against the world number one, and I believe jumps into the top 20 for the first time in her career as well, at the ripe old age of 36 years old. The other big exit, I guess you could say, Jasmine Paolini losing in the round of 64 to Elise Mertens in 3 sets. Paolini's had an absolutely terrible year. She's fallen out of the top 10, so not as big of a shock, you could say. Chris, we've got one semi-final locked and loaded. Cirstea versus Coco Gauff is the first match, and then the 2 quarterfinals. It's a star-studded quarterfinal matchup. Iga Swiatek takes on Jessica Pegula, and Elena Svitolina against Elena Rybakina. Chris, your predictions, thoughts on the tournament so far? It's good to see these names like Pegula and Svitolina. They just keep on keeping on. They're making quarters. They're making semis. It's good to see Rybakina rebound as well, I would have thought, for your sake, Chris. Yeah, just your thoughts on the women's tournament thus far.
Well, it's good to see, like you said, these top seeds going the distance and making the quarters, the semis as well. It's not a sight we're usually used to seeing. Coco Gauff and Cirstea, I can't remember if they played in Madrid or they played recently. I think they did when Coco Gauff got sick. Can't remember who she and Gauff actually got the victory. I can't remember if that was against.
My stats here have Gauff leads the head-to-head 3-0.
Okay.
But all have gone to 3 sets. So yeah, another long battle potentially. I don't know who she fell sick.
Look, yeah, Cirstea in hot form this whole entire year. Mentioned it a couple of weeks ago. She's playing her best tennis in her farewell year. So in terms of a winner, maybe Swiatek. This is her time where she finally plays a really good tournament and she turns things around. But she's got some tough opponents. I mean, all the top women are there now in the final stages of the tournament. I will stick with my girl in Elena to take out Rome.
Yes, Chris, and to round out that conversation, Coco Gauff did play Cirstea at Madrid, did defeat her, but then fell to Noskova. So potentially you were thinking of that match where she fell ill from, was it shrimp tacos? Can't remember. All those weeks ago. Adrian's man, shrimp tacos.
Yeah.
Yes, I feel like this side of the draw with the 4th seed, 5th seed, 2nd seed, 7th seed, it could literally go any way, and it's a little bit of a lottery. So it'll be some good tennis on that side. Adrian, your prediction for the final and your winner as well.
Well, my prediction has not changed since the beginning of said tournament, in which I picked my girl Iga from the beginning. I thought it was her time to turn it around, and I feel like it's still her time to turn it around.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sticking by it. She's got a very tough, I'd say the tougher bracket. Currently playing Pegula as we speak, I think. That match has just started.
Live score update for us, Adrian.
I don't know what it is, but I think they've just started. And then to play either Svitolina or Rybakina before facing off against Gauff or Cirstea so she's got still 3 matches to go in order to get the win. But yeah, I'm sticking with it. I think it's going to be an Iga Coco final with Iga to clinch that would be my pick.
I like it.
Something, shout out to Potapova, who had to qualify and all respect made it to the round of 16.
She did.
She has just continued that run of form from Madrid into Rome. Great to see her do well again there. So, yeah, all credit to her. The lucky loser there in Madrid and now just backed it up again, doing really well. Yeah, good on her.
Fell to Pegula, I think, in the last round. So, yeah, had a good tournament and fell to a pretty informed player herself. So, yes, good shout out. I'm a little disappointed, actually, because I see a TV behind Chris, but I don't see it on.
It is disappointing.
The Swiatek Pegula match is a little disappointing.
I'm so used to staring at
because there's no WTA fantasy game.
That's exactly right. Not worth my time. And I've been too scared to look at my team for the past 5 days, which about our first round. So I don't want to look at it. I don't want to play this stupid game no more. I don't want to see where I am on the ladder. I've lost all interest until Geneva starts next week, and then I'll make a new team.
You have dropped a couple of places, Chris. I won't do a recap yet of Rome, seeing as we're still partway through it. But yes, you did. It was a bad tournament for a lot of players, in fairness, myself included. But we will go through all that next week. Lads, it's minute 40-ish on the pod, and I want to spend a little bit more time on a special Battle of the Spuds edition. So if it was okay with you both, I think it's time we move to Battle of the Spuds.
Nice.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Today's edition of Battle of the Spuds is going to be very different to what we normally do. Today's Battle of the Spuds will be a game we like to call Scattergories. I will ask a question that has multiple answers, and our two Spuds will take turns answering that question, and we will see how far we get before one of them can answer no more. The question I will be asking is, I want the names of every male tennis player who has ever won a Grand Slam in the Open era. The Open era, of course, being post-March 1968. By my counts, there have been 58 different male winners since 1968 who have won at least one Grand Slam. You will both take...
Go on. Sorry.
You will both take turns answering the question and picking players who have won Grand Slams until you can answer no more. You will both get 2 strikes. The first person to hit their second strike loses today's edition of Battle of the Spuds. One more thing, today's Battle of the Spuds, because it is a special category edition, it'll be worth 2 points.
Oh,
I'll throw that in here now. Double point. It's double point Wednesdays, baby.
It's double play, jackass.
Double play, jackass. I will also give you both 2 hints throughout this category that you can use. As I said to you earlier, the hints will be, I will give you the number of slams the player has won and their nationality, or I will give you the number of slams that they've won and then the last slam and the year that they won that slam. The player I will hint you will always be the player who has the most slams on this list that neither of you has guessed thus far. So could be recent, could be a long time ago. If it's somebody with 5 slams and that's the highest, that's the clue I will be giving you. You can't pick your clues. 58 players. Adrian, because you are leading the 2026 Battle of the Spuds competition, I will give you first rights on whether you want to go first or you want to go second.
Going first, baby.
Virtual coin toss.
Going first.
Well, I knew that was coming. Sorry, Chris. Should have been better last week, mate.
Can't believe you didn't know Alex Deemnall.
Unbelievable. What do you guess? Zabalos?
Zabalos.
Zabalos.
Cunt was 41.
2016 boys doubles winner. I think he won the men's title that year.
Laugh it up, Chubbs.
Laugh it up. Laugh it up.
I get a who am I for only 1 point. You got no stones.
Didn't
to
need
get
to, mate.
3 or 4.
He's the Stephen Bradbury of the Battle of the Spuds, mate.
That's it. No, W's a W, mate.
Age, taking that last sip before we start. Guys, do you need any more clarity on the rules? Are we clear?
Yeah, makes sense.
30 to 45 second time limit. It's kind of at my discretion. If I feel like you're taking the piss, I'm going to give you a countdown of 10, but it'll be at my discretion. We'll get to that as we get along. 58 players. So many good names on this list. Oh, it's a great list. I love it. Adrian, whenever you're ready, mate.
Let's go with Sinner.
Alcaraz.
Oh, Jesus. Can't keep up.
Are you right?
Mark them off my list.
You're right there?
Yeah, mate. Keep going. Keep going.
Let's go Novak Djokovic.
Nadal.
Correct.
Federer.
Wait,
Murray.
Yep. Murray. Gone Murray early. Interesting.
Murray early.
Who was next?
Let's go Medvedev.
Spoilt it earlier. Yes. He's pinched a slam. He could pinch a Masters this week.
Let's go for Hewitt.
Oof.
Oh, going local. I like it.
Let's go for Wawrinka.
Ooh.
Down the man.
Garros as well. Very good.
Let's go for Pistol Pete Sampras.
Oof.
I like it. He's high on this list.
Pistol Pete. Let's go with compatriot Agassi.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. I was scrolling to the top.
Let's go for Jim Courier.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Chris's favourite commentator. That wasn't even sarcastic.
Let's go with Poz's man, Murat Safin.
Oh. I think it's Chris's
With
mate.
Chris's man. Chris's man. It's the Vino talking. It's the Vino talking now. Sorry, boys. He's broke me. He broke me, boy. Here's the thumbnail. Oh.
Adrian, you haven't seen it because you're not on Twitter, but anytime there's a Zaynep post on Twitter, it's just me posting underneath in the comments saying, Zaynep broke Adrian, and a link to the YouTube video. It's just no context other than that. Zaynep broke Adrian. You should see it. Makes 0 sense. But I know Chris is seeing it and laughing.
That's all that matters.
Chris, it's to you.
McEnroe.
McEnroe. Oh, I didn't have him on my list. Nice one.
Oh.
Should have kept him. That's your mistake. Let's go with Roddick.
Roddick is on this list. He should be on this list. He is on this list. Really? If he wasn't. Yes, Andy Roddick is definitely on this list. He's not only is he a speed bump, but he is a Grand Slam winner. 2003 US Open winner, Chris.
Okay.
2003 US Open, just the one. He's a one-hit wonder.
Yeah.
I think I had that in my post as well, Chris. One-hit wonder and a speed bump. Anyway.
Let's go for Ivan Lendl.
Yeah.
Lendl, geez, we're going ancient. I like it.
No, I had him too. Let's go with Becker. Boris Becker.
Boris Becker is on this list.
Let's go for Bjorn Borg.
Sticking with the bees, I like
Borg.
it. Bjorn Borg is on this list.
Oh, I didn't have him. Nice. Let's go Pat Rafter.
Pat Rafter is correct. Chris, back to you.
Pat Cash.
Pat Cash on this list.
Let's go Goran Ivanisevic.
Oh, I knew that was coming. Correct.
Let's go for Martin Cilic.
Oh, good one.
Martin.
Good old Martin Cilic.
That's a strike.
Hey, Marty. How's US Open, choice? It was US, wasn't it? Anyway.
It was.
His first name?
Marin. Madu.
Hey, Marty.
It's Marty now.
Martos. Hey, Martos.
Big Martos.
Adrian, to you.
I'm going to go for Dominic Thiem.
Ooh, very good. Calm but not forgotten. Dominic.
Yes.
Is a fantastic player.
Only because he was he was one of our Who Am I's.
Ah, he was too. Won me a lot of money, one French Open, yeah.
He's only won the one?
I backed him a different tournament. It's a long story.
But he's won one Grand Slams? Or has he won?
I believe so. Off the top of my head, I'm just having a look at my list. Yes, he won the US Open in 2020.
20?
COVID year. Doesn't
Jeez.
count.
Yeah.
Doesn't count in a COVID year. Chris.
I'm in trouble here. You're Hansen?
Oh.
Thomas, sorry, for a name?
Yeah, Thomas Johansson.
Yeah, it's right. It's right. It's fucking come up on pod before, so I'd be bloody worried.
That one came to mind later. Yeah, good call. I'm going for another Aussie, Mark Philippoussis. What?
On my list, mate.
He hasn't won. I thought he won a US. Was he a finalist?
Challenge?
You want a challenge?
He went a finalist against Federer, wasn't it? In Wimbledon.
Lost Wimbledon in 2003 to Roger Federer. Lost in 98 US Open to Pat Rafter.
Okay. All right.
That's a strike, Adrian. You're on one strike.
Oh, shit. Oh, that was one of my... I'm scraping the barrel. He was one of my iffies. I will go one.
Do you want to use a hint?
No.
If you fuck this up, you lose. You know that.
No, I'm good. Good old Gustavo Kuerten. He's won a couple Roland Garroses, hasn't he?
Gigi.
Kuerten.
Yeah, he has. He was on this list. I saw him before.
How many has he won?
Gustavo.
Yes.
One moment, please. 3 French Opens.
Yeah. Loves the clay.
2001. Loves
the clay. The Brazilian. Loves it.
Chris, there's 25 answers you've both answered correctly. There are 33 players still on this list.
Yeah, I don't have many left on my list, going to be honest.
Yeah. I've got my card.
I'm going to give you... I'm just going to give you a hint. That's all.
I don't want a hint.
Hold it. There are 5 players on this list who have won more than 5 Grand Slams.
More than 5. Jeepers.
That's all I will say.
All right. Carlos Moya.
Oh, good one.
He wasn't one of those, but Carlos Moya is on this list. Your next hint is out of those 5, all of them are people you know.
What, like I've seen them play?
No, you know of their existence.
Okay.
Mm.
If I said the name, you'd go, oh, yeah, duh. That's my point. They're not guys like, who the fuck is that?
Okay. I'm going with...
You've got hints. You've got hints as well, guys. So, Adrian, you're on one strike.
I'm going to go with Peter Korda.
Good one. It's come up on pod before. Very good. 27 down, 31 to go.
John Newcomb.
That was one of my 5.
Nice.
So there's 4 left above 5. Yes, John Newcomb. 6-time winner, John Newcomb. Let's have a look. Where are you, Nuke? 6-time winner, 3-time Wimbledon winner, 2-time US Open winner, 1-time Australian Open winner between 1975, where his last wins. 77 to 75. Do you like a hint, Adrian?
No. Yevgeny Kafelnikov.
Doesn't need it. He's saving his hints for later. How could you go Philippoussis before Yevgeny? Unbelievable.
I don't know. Just I always think he's already won one. No.
Nah. He's lost 2 finalists.
Sometimes you got to learn
for Australia.
Got to learn the hard way sometimes, boys.
You have. Just drown your sorrows, mate. Chris, would you like a hint? Busting to use a hint.
Nah, no hint. I'm gonna go. Me and Adrian's favourite at the Oz Open, Rod Laver.
Rocket Rod.
Rocket Rod is on this list.
Yes.
I didn't know if it was the Open era.
So did I. I thought it was. Oh, okay.
We just think it's 140.
I know.
Most of his slam wins were in pre-Open era, but he does. I've got here the 69 US Open, which technically is in the Open winner. So I've watched that on my Talkn Tennis subscription on Tennis TV. So.
Your all-time.
It's a lifetime all-time.
I've got lifetime all-time. Yeah.
Yeah, tennis TV /Talkn Tennis. Get 10% off lifetime membership. All matches live ever. Adrian, it's your turn after Chris's Rocket Rod guess. Very good guess, Chris. 11-time winner.
Okay, I'm going with Richard Krajicek.
Oh, Richard Krajicek is on this list. I know, because I put it together. That is correct. There's a player on here that's angering me that neither of you have guessed. I don't know why it's angering me. It's just...
I've got a player, but I'm not sure if he's won it or not. I know it's fucking close, but...
Let's go for it, mate.
The names. I don't want to go. I don't want to give up a strike.
Have the Stones.
All right. There's a third hint. There's a third type of hint. Is there a third type of hint? I'll give you the...
Where's he from? Country.
I'll give you the nationality and...
Hang on. Whoa, hang on a second. Why are you giving Chris the hint? You got to wait till it resets back to me. Yeah, but you're giving... Because I went first.
No. I'm saying if he wants to use the hint, it's a different type of hint that he can use as well.
Anyway, I'm not going to use it. My player is Roy Emerson.
Oh, Roy Emerson is not on this list.
Yeah. Suffering you jocks.
Let me just check that.
Yeah, jackass.
Sure, they've got a big statue of him at the AO.
Hold on. It must have been pre-open era, mate. Hate to tell you.
All right.
Not on my list.
All right.
Won 12 Grand Slams, must be all pre-open era. Do you want to use your Strichka? You want to use your strike?
I guess I have to, don't I?
Well, he doesn't have a choice, mate. What do you mean? Does he have to use his strike? Of course he uses his strike. Jesus. What is this?
He's hint.
What a fucking show are you running over here, mate?
Fucking it's a shit show over here at the moment. Do you want
this next one wrong?
Do you want the player who has the most slams on this list, or do you want a hint for the player who has won a Grand Slam most recently?
Most recently.
Okay. Most
What, you giving him a name?
No.
Yeah, what are you going to give me? I don't know.
I'm going to give you a nationality and the number of slams that they won.
Okay.
I'm just trying to make sure I get the most recent. I think I've got the most recent, but I just want to double check it. Yeah, it has to be that one. What am I giving you? I'm giving you the year. No, I'm giving you the year and the nationality. I'm not giving you the number of slams they won. I'm giving you year and nationality. Argentinian, 2009.
Del Potro.
It's angering me that you haven't guessed this one.
Oh.
Yeah, I knew I fucking had it there.
All right, Chris has used one hint. Adrian, you still got two up your sleeve by my count. So again, you can pick the guy with the most or the most slams won, most decorated, or you can go most recent.
I'm going to go with... I got to go at Glory. Michael Chang.
Mate, you're on a roll, Adrian. Still a lot of names on this list that you guys haven't guessed. And here's one of them.
Now, I've got two names, and I'm very confident they were not open era.
I've only got one. And
Chris, you can use your last hint. Ages.
Yeah, I'll need to use it because I don't have anyone else, and these guys are definitely pre-open era, or on the closed era.
The closed era. Do you want to use your last hint?
I have to, yeah.
Do you want to go most recent, or do you want to go top of this list?
Yeah, most recent.
All right. I'm an Argentinian who won my last slam in 2004. Gonna have to get the clock out. This is for the game. This is nerve-wracking. If he gets this wrong, he loses. You don't have to guess that player. You can guess any player. If something else comes to mind, you can guess it. If you don't know that one, there's a lot of gettable names on this list.
I'm going to throw out, I'm going to say Arthur Ashe.
Oh, fucking hell. Arthur Ashe is on this list. Arthur Ashe is on this list. That is excellent.
Nice one, Chris.
Took my hint and then didn't use it. I love it. I've got 3 slams. I've got 3 slams for Arthur Ashe post 68, according to my list. Age, do you want to use Chris's hint? Do you know who the 2004 Argentinian was?
I don't, but I'm going to go with Wilander, Mats Wilander.
Mats Wilander is higher on this list. No, according to my list, Mats Wilander is Swedish. Very good, Adrian. Chris, you've used 2 hints. I can't give you another hint.
Let's go for glory. Let's go for glory. My last one in the closed era. Fred Perry.
No, I don't have Fred Perry on this list, my friend. That's the game, Junior. That's the game. No, not Fred Perry. Congratulations, Adrian. Today's winner of Battle of the Spuds. That's 2 points for you. You take what is it now? 10-7. I have to go back and check the scores. Take a commanding lead as we enter the French Open.
I think I'm up by 4 now.
Up by 4? Yeah, it sounds about right. Guys, some names you missed. Jimmy Connors, disappointing. 8-time Grand Slam winner. Stefan Edberg on this list.
Jesus.
Disappointing. 6-time Grand Slam winner. Ken Rosewall, Chris, you were kind of all around it with those vintage Australian players.
Yeah.
Some other names on here you probably wouldn't know. I don't even know them. No, Tony Roach.
Ferrero.
Juan Carlos Ferrero's on this list. Won a French Open in 2003. Gaston Gaudio was the Argentinian who won the French Open in 2004.
I'm going to guess that.
Albert Costa was the 2002 French Open winner, Spaniard. So there was a bit of a stretch there in the French Open with 3 one-time winners. Who else is on this list? Mark Edmondson. Chris, I think you were kind of trying to say his name.
I said that. I said Emerson. I thought
Roy.
They were different. I thought
you said Roy.
You said Roy Emerson.
You said Roy Emerson. Mark Edmondson.
I said Edmondson in my paper, right? And I crossed it out. And I thought, I think it's Emerson. I don't think there is an Edmondson. Fuck.
Mark Edmondson was the one-time winner. Australian Open. Last Australian Open winner as an Australian, I think. He's won the Aussie Open. They're the main ones. A lot of other guys here you probably wouldn't know. 2-time winners, one-time winners. Not going to bother saying their names. So, yeah, you're probably about 6 or 7 short, I feel like. But I think fairly good effort overall. 35 correct answers. I said you wouldn't get 20, so what the fuck do I know?
There you go. I was out. I had no more names left on my list. If Chris had have got that one, I would have had no chance. Absolutely in trouble.
He just needed to fluke one more. So, yeah. Juan Carlos Ferrero is disappointing, and Stefan Edberg.
Yeah.
There's always going to be a couple you just don't get.
I was trying to think of the oldies, like Wilander, Lendl, Cash. Yeah. They came to mind. But there were a few that I didn't think of that Chris listed off. Yeah.
Oh, look, I was thinking very out of the box. I'm thinking, okay, who are they, immortalized in, like they've named tennis stadiums after, who they got statues after, who are like the icons of the game that we may not have seen play, but they're just old. So
yeah.
Hence why. Yeah.
Arthur Ashe. Yeah.
You didn't say Arena 1579.
No. I'm trying to search him up. I couldn't find him.
Didn't play.
Found his alcohol.
Very good. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that special edition of Battle of Spuds. I hope the audience enjoyed that one as well. I forgot to mention, if you just wanted to yell out random names of Grand Slam winners, feel free to see how many you get as well. Adrian, congratulations again. I'll have to tally up the scores, but I believe you take a 4-point lead.
10-6 now, I believe.
That's disgusting. That's a big lead. Adrian, any words you want to say to your legions of fans?
I can take the pedal off the gas now. So, as we all know, there was a blog from Greg last week where he was on leave, suggested by HR. So he's in week 2 now of his getaway. He's actually extended his leave. He's having a great time in Florida. And this is his journal entry or his blog. This one's titled "Momentum is a Real Thing." He said, "Hey team, Greg here, still in Florida, still evolving. A lot's happened since my last update. Firstly, me and Samantha have continued training together all week, and I'd be lying if I said things haven't intensified both on and off the court. What started as a few casual rallies has really developed into something special. We've been spending basically every day together now. Morning hits, recovery smoothies, tactical conversations, one thing leading to another. And yes, we did end up sleeping with one another.
What the fuck?
Yes, I know some people say tennis and romance shouldn't mix, but honestly, when you've shared 3 straight days of cross-court forehands and emotional vulnerability, boundaries start to blur. There's just a connection there, a chemistry, a rhythm. At one point during a rally, she hits this inside-out forehand winner, and I actually stopped mid-point and said, wow, not even strategically, just spiritually. Things have gotten pretty serious pretty quickly. She started calling me G, which honestly rocked me a bit the first time. No one's ever shortened Greg before. Changed me immediately. We've also become very comfortable around each other off the court. Relaxed, natural, easy. She even watched a full match with me the other night without looking at her phone once. That's when I started thinking, this might be more than just a holiday tennis situation. So naturally I thought, why not organise doubles? Nothing crazy, just a relaxed social hit. Good vibes, mixed doubles, maybe brunch afterwards. I asked Samantha if she knew anyone locally who would be keen to join us, and she said, actually, my husband plays. Now I'll admit, the word hit me harder. The word hit me harder than a body serve, but I stayed calm, adapted mentally. I said, oh, cool, what's his name? She goes, Derek. Reader. I nearly dropped my electrolyte drink. Not a Derek. Derek from Florida. The Derek. The highlights guy. The man who thinks 5-set matches are bad scheduling. Honestly, didn't know what to say. My brain completely locked up. I started bouncing a tennis ball indoors just to regulate myself. Apparently, Samantha had absolutely no idea about the podcast law, the rivalry, any of it. And Derek has no clue. As far as he knows, I'm just Greg from Ohio, a guy he's about to play doubles with. Meanwhile, I've spent the last week playing tennis with his wife, falling for his wife, and respectfully sleeping with his wife. This is now an incredibly difficult tactical situation, especially because Derek keeps texting the group chat things like, can't wait to finally see your game, brother. Brother. I don't know how much longer I can keep my composure here. The doubles match is tomorrow morning. I'll update when I can, if I can. Got to earn your serves, Greg. Wowee, indeed.
Wow. Samantha gets around.
Samantha is absolutely... Yeah.
Where does Derek think
Unbelievable.
his wife's going all day?
I'd love to hear from Derek, but I don't want to just send him some random message and say, oh, what's your wife up to, mate? You know,
Just send him a link to the Substack, Greg's Substack.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, maybe.
But
yeah,
won't Derek know once he listens to the podcast that Greg's sleeping with his wife?
He doesn't listen to the podcast, Chris.
He doesn't reach the end of the podcast, mate.
He doesn't reach the end of the podcast. He just watches clips.
He
don't clip this part of the podcast. So
no.
Derek only sees the who am I's and the start. Derek watches 15-second clips. He's not going to hear any of this. Greg's probably listening to this.
Greg's listening to this. Hey, shout out to Greg.
Greg's an avid listener.
So that's it. It's all happening.
Correspond with me, but now he just corresponds with Adrian via Substack.
Yes. Yeah. So that's what's happening, boys. It's pretty interesting. Keen to see what's
happening.
Yeah. So that's all. Look, again, shout out to all the US listeners, a few in Portugal, actually. Shout out to those few in Lisbon there. Yeah. Just keep earning your serves.
As well. Don't forget Italy as well, Adrian. A lot of listeners.
One in Naples. One in Naples?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, look, posso andare al bagno per favore? What do you reckon?
I'll take one with cheese.
I asked if I could go to the toilet, please.
I got please at the end. I don't know what you were asking. Permission granted. Thank you for that, Adrian. We'll put a link to Greg's Substack as well in the show notes. We'll add that in. So, be sure to scroll down the show notes. Don't forget to go to the quiz as well, where we ask which of the top 10, top 15 players you want to hang with on the men's side. We won't do the women's side because I think that'll just get out of hand. So, Chris, any parting words you want to say to your legions of fans on, I'll say X and YouTube now, because you've got legions all over the place.
I do. We are spreading far and wide. No, I got to really lift my game here. I really thought I was close to pipping Adrian with the Grand Slam winners the open error.
So close.
Tantalising close. Thought I might sneak it, but he was just too good. So I'll try and up my game. I will have to up my game because Adam thinks a 10-6 it's fucking disgusting. So it's insurmountable, apparently. But who doesn't love a comeback story, eh?
Oh, yeah.
We all love a good
The
comeback.
old sea biscuit.
Yep. Thank you to everybody who has made it this far in the podcast. If you're still here, then that's on you, but we appreciate your support. Help us out by leaving us a 5-star review on Spotify or by following us on all the streaming platforms like Apple, Spotify, YouTube, Buzzsprout, Music Bee, and all the other platforms out there that I just made up. We will catch you next week for more tennis chat. Good evening and good night.
Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.